Namaste, welcome to Bharat Frontliners, where stories don't just inspire, they ignite. Here, we meet those who have turned pain into poetry and resilience into rhythm. And today, I sit down with a woman whose life is a masterclass in grace under fire. She is multi-talented and a very versatile woman I know from the pageant days. She is an artist, a dancer, and the fighter spirit she has in herself. Meet Rekha Paladee.
Namaste. Thank you very
Namaste.
much for inviting me here.
You're most welcome. A warm welcome to Bharat Frontliner. And let's begin with where you started.
Um, I started off as a dancer. I am still a dancer. It's taught me a lot of things, starting from discipline. Um, Discipline, which is not about perfecting anything, it's about just showing up, being there. Don't mind when your body aches, don't mind your mind resists. So that is what I have learned, and I have a small gene inside me which says never give up. So I never give up. Whatever happens, whatever comes my way, I never give up. So from where I've started to where I am today, I think it's a lot of milestones.
You're a big fighter, I must say, and I really inspire you. Inspire me a lot in many ways.
Oh, thank you so much.
So, Rekha, you mentioned about dancing, and dancing, in fact, teaches you a lot of things. I also practice dancing at times.
Nice.
So, with regards to dancing, you began dancing when you were, very small. Maybe you didn't even understand what dancing is, what discipline is all about. So, what did dance teach you about control, chaos, and that magical in between where art truly lives?
Actually, yeah, you truly said I started dancing at the age of 6. So you could imagine a small kid don't know anything about discipline. We just have to be there. You show up. And over the years, I think this discipline has seeped into my every part of my life, every role I play. And beyond discipline, I think it has also taught me like surrender. When you truly dance, there's a moment when you no longer dance, when it's not about you, it's that ego, it dissolves, and something divine takes over. And that feeling, I don't think I can explain that feeling where dance becomes a combination of say euphoria and prayer. That feeling. And it's dance for me has also, it's taught me how to live life in general. Rhythm and chaos coexist. That's what I have understood from dance. Sometimes you lead, sometimes you follow, you just go with the flow, but you must always keep moving forward with grace. This is what I think I have learned from dance.
Okay. Indeed, it's so many things that we have learned from dance.
Yeah, a
Good
lot.
to know that.
Still learning actually.
And Rekha, you have lived many lives in one lifetime. Being an artist, a healer, a dancer, an entrepreneur. And when you look into the mirror today, who do you see? The survivor, the seeker, or the storyteller?
I think I when I look back, I think a bit of all three. The survivor in me, she smiles because she knows how long and how difficult it was for me to reach here. Quite battles, the moments of doubt, the times I had to pick up myself when no one is watching. Um, so yeah, the survivor smiles. Now the seeker, she is also smiling because she is very much still alive, because she keeps asking, what to learn more, what to give. That part of me, it's never stopped evolving, I must say. And the storyteller, she also smiles because I think she's the one who ties it all together, or whether through dance, through my words, through the way I live. I think I've realized my life has become a form of expression. So if you ask me who I see today, I would say a strong woman who is still evolving, rooted in her scars. She's driven by purpose, and also deeply grateful for every experience. When I look back, I don't think I want to minus out anything. I am happy for what I went through. That is what has made me who I am today. So who I am becoming, I should say, today. Yeah.
So, Rekha, you are like water, just like how water takes a
Yes,
shape when it
definitely.
flows. You are an example of water.
Yes.
And there are very few people who are actually like water, so flexy.
Yeah, I think we should be like water. Clear all the bad as it comes. It doesn't wait for the stone to move. It finds its way and moves forward. We have to be like that. Still pure, you could take and you could drink. You know, I think I would like to think that, yeah.
Absolutely. And Rekha, I know that you have encountered with a lot of accidents and you yourself have gone through many surgeries in life. And you're the person whom we know that you have not given up on pain. In fact, you have transformed it. You have accepted it.
Yeah.
So, was there ever a moment when you almost surrendered? And what pulled you back into your power again?
Yeah, there were definitely moments when I thought I would give up because some of the doctors were also, they also played a part in it. They were like, no, you can't dance again, you can't do this, you can't do that. But that little Rekha inside me, as I told you, I have that gene, never give up gene. So maybe it was the faith in me, maybe it was the artist in me who refused to stay silent. I have to keep moving. So when I hit a point of darkness in life, I would always return to dance. Even if it's a simple movement or a few minutes with the music, it always reminded me of who I am, who I was, and what I want to achieve and what I want to become in life. I think dance has always been my light, my healing, and of course my family, my guru, they have believed in me at times when I doubted myself. That pulled me through as well. And I realized something, that pain doesn't have to end your story. It could just change the tone of it. And every time I broke, I think I rebuilt with a little more grace. I found my light. I think not outside of darkness. I think through it. That's how I take life.
Quite inspiring. So, Rekha, you have been a Bombay girl, then you cross
Yes.
continent, yeah, and then you have been from Bombay, which is Mumbai now, to Trinidad, and still you found your rhythm. So, what did displacement teach you that comfort never could?
See, culture shock can be a good, great teacher, I think. Everybody will agree. When I first went to Trinidad, it's a funny thing when I just got married and this was the song playing. Bombay ki dulhan, come to Trinidad. I want to be a dulha. That was the song trending when I got married. So they played it like
Oh,
crazy. Yeah, and my moving, initially I felt like I was a visitor there because everything was different. Different clothes, dressing style was different, language is different, food is different, everything was different. So for me to adjust, my husband, who is the wind behind my wings, I always say that. He's the sweetest guy I've ever met, and till today, and he and his family helped me through this transformation. It was not easy. And I think slowly Trinidad embraced me and I embraced Trinidad. And uh, it was like I found my pieces of myself in unexpected places like the ocean breeze. Oh, by the way, Trinidad has a plethora of beaches, beautiful beaches. So, and also we have satsangs home. So I found that's where I got married in Puttaparthi. So satsang was my life. So because of that, it was easier. And also the shift also taught me that I didn't have to lose who I was. Um, I could expand and take in more. I could be into what I could be. And today I think I carry a little bit of both worlds, like say the discipline, the culture from India, the depth from India, and the openness and the vibrancy of the Caribbean. We went to buy, this is just an incident, when I got married and was coming back to India, we went to buy this Rasta beads. It's colorful beads they have in the Rasta people sell that. So when we went to buy it, the guy was so sure I am from Trinidad and my husband is from outside of Trinidad. He had to tell him, no, 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 I am from here and she's from, because the way I used to talk, I blend in so much. And on the other hand, my brother-in-law used to always say, you can take out Rekha out of India, but not the Indian out of Rekha. So you see what I mean by I carry both worlds. And I think together it has shaped me and I've become what I am today because of both of those worlds.
Interesting. So, what is that one thing you missed from Mumbai to Trinidad?
Oh, Pani Puri.
Okay.
And
I
Trinidad have street foods, lovely street foods. They're called doubles. It's like a puri, and they have chana
okay.
inside. That is equivalent to the pani puri you eat, you know. And
Wow. From Tanjore art, to business ventures where your canvas keeps expanding. How do you decide, when to follow your passion and, when to pivot with purpose?
actually, on the surface, they all look so different, right? But for me, it's all about creation. It's all different languages of creation. See, when I'm doing a Tanjo painting or any painting or choreographing a dance or making a business plan, it's all about vision, I think, ambition, creation. You need a lot of patience for all of them. And definitely needed because when you're bringing something beautiful and meaningful into this world, I think you need a lot of patience. And I think each path feeds the other for me. The precision, the detailing I use like in art, that has taught me focus. Like dance has taught me emotion and discipline. The business part of it, that has taught me resilience and strategy. So at the heart of it, I think what connects it all is purpose. I have never ever chased labels. I always chase expressions. I see creativity in people. I see creativity everywhere, be it a paint and a brushstroke, be it a recipe I'm making. So for me, it's all an extension, I think, of the same soul. The joy get in creating something and nurturing it, and when it transforms into reality, that is a different. People take a high. This is a high for me.
Nice to know that part. I mean, I never knew about Tanjore art earlier.
Oh,
Thanks
really?
for enlightening me. Yes. And many congratulations on winning the Mrs. Girl Lakshmi crown. I'm sure
Thank you
that it
so much.
carries a lot of weight. You're welcome. So, at that moment, what symbolizes, for you the recognition, redemption, or release?
Um, I think it was something much more deeper for me. Yes, recognition was a part of it, yes. But I felt wonderful that your journey is acknowledged on such a great stage. But what it truly meant was a validation for my inner journey, the quiet years of persistence, balancing art, family, ambition, without losing the sense of self, I think. So the crown on my head was like a mirror held up, showing every version of me that fought like doubt, sacrifice, and all that change. And also realized something, that it's never too late to do anything in life. It's never too late to rise again, to reinvent yourself, to make a new version of yourself, to shine in your own truth. So for me, the crown was a symbol of victory. It was a reminder of grace. I think when you trust your path and you keep walking with good mentors and guides, and as I told you, my husband, the wind behind my wing, and my family's support, I think with faith, I think, and humility, of course, I think life eventually finds a way to honor you back.
Very nicely put up. So, Rekha, you have called life a dance of impermanence.
Yes.
If resilience had a sound, a color, or a moment, what would yours be?
Ah, yes, that is so true in my life. Dance of impermanence. For me, resilience, if it had a sound, um, I would say a deep echo of a mridangam. Like I'm a dancer, so I'll come with all dance stuff. So, mridangam. It's a steady, grounded, and rhythmic. No matter how the tempo of life changes, I think it reminds me of the strength. It doesn't have to be loud, or it could be a quiet grace. And movement, I would say a Naramandi to a Alida. So you where you almost bend but don't break. So that's what resilience feels like to me. Finding stability in everything around you, when everything around you is in motion. I mean, finding that stability in an imbalanced world. That is what it sounds to me. Color, I think I would go with gold, not that gaudy, glittering kind, but I think a soft, um, antique kind of gold, which holds like wisdom and warmth. Because for me, resilience is not about shining through everything. For me, it's a glow from within, even in your darkest of times.
It's so nice to know so many things about you, Rekha, in person. You love to dance and you also have, the inclination towards Tanjore art. So could you briefly explain us, the form of your dancing and also something more about Tanjore art to our audience? Because I was not aware. I'm sure many of, from the viewers also might be not knowing what kind of art is this. So it would be great to hear.
Tanjore art is like temple designs we use, and we do the drawing of any god, and we do a muck work. It's work like putty we use, and make it like a 3D, and you
Okay.
stick stones on it. It's a lot of work, and then you put gold foil on it. So it has like 22 karat gold foil on it, and it is super expensive, and takes a lot of time. So it needs a lot of precision. You can't just stick the piece like that and finish it. You have to cut it to suit, you know. So Tanjore art is one of the oldest of, temple art they have in painting. And about my dance, I do 5 different types of dances. I started learning Bharatnatyam at the age of 6. So I've been dancing for almost all my life. I learned from Padma Shri Kalyana Sundaram Pillai sir in Mumbai. And during COVID, I discovered my guru, Madhuraya Muralidharan sir, who is very very close to my heart. I'll start crying if I talk more about him because he's the reason I got 2 Guinness Records, 2 Asia Book, India Book, World Records. He gave me that strength, that push. No, you can do it. No, you can do it. When I had doubts, how will I dance for 3 hours continuously, back to back? He was like, no, Rekha, I will, I am there for you. You dance. So that is how he's still there, pushing me. Come, if I don't go to class, he'll come. He'll push me. And Kathak, and I still learn Odissi, Satriya, and Mohiniyattam. I think I did all. I also like to dance Bollywood. We did with Saroj Khanji and all. I have done workshops with them. So I think I like to learn new things. Bharatnatyam is my main, and then I do Kathak and worldwide. And I don't know. I dance is something that brings life, brings smile in my face. I think everybody should do something that touches their soul. This is mine. So
Wow. Nice to know so many things about Tanjore art and also so many dance forms, you're practicing. So hats off to you on that.
thank you.
So
Thank you.
Rekha, they say grace isn't about, never falling. It's about rising beautifully every single time. And you're
Yes.
the epitome and example of that grace, we
Oh,
must say.
thank you so much.
Yeah. And your journey reminds us that whatever happens in life, you should bounce back and move forward and not
Yes.
be negative because there will be always ups and downs in
Yes.
everyone's life in a different way. So how do you fight or how do you combat and you come out successfully? So you have given us so much examples from your life. So it's tremendous and the impeccable fighting spirit you have in you. And thank you for opening your heart, for Bharat Frontliners today. So, so this
You're
is for
most
our
welcome.
audience.
Yes.
Oh, you are most welcome, Rekha. Uh, you want to say something?
Yeah, I always have this one quote I always like. I think I did said that in my pageant as well, from Rocky Balboa. I love that quote. It's not about how hard you hit, it's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. That is how winning is done. So I
Wow.
always keep that very close to my heart. It keeps
I
reminding
think,
me of how you have to fight to move forward.
I mean, you've put in like, very good words and well said, and I think I'm going to follow that as well. And I hope our audience also connects with that and they also, follow with the kind of inspirational woman you are. They also try following some of your practices and change the way and the attitude they have towards life. So this is for the audience. Stay with us as we continue the series with Rekha Paladee, exploring the art and the legacy behind her luminous journey. I am Maria Gonsalves, and I think this was more than a conversation. It was a celebration of resilience and more heartfelt, heart-to-heart discussion. That's how we would end this show today. So thank you so much, Rekha Paladee.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you so much, Bharat Frontliners. It's a pleasure, and I'm so grateful for being associated with Bharat Frontliners. Thank you, Maria.
We are also glad to be associated with you, Rekha. We wish you all the best. Thank
Thank you.
you and take care. Bye bye.
Bye.